Guys, my name is Harry, and for the meantime I have been doing a review on the use of this motorcycle. If you remember, before I shared some couple of the videos on my YouTube channel, which is my review, and actually this is a commuter motorcycle, and I did some of the videos about oil change, and today is close about the time to change the oil. If you can see here on the odometer, right now I'm close to hit about 13,000 kilometers, so I just have 2 kilometers to go, and today it will be the right time for oil change. But before doing an oil change of today, I wanted to share something which I haven't shared before, and this due to the fact that the motorcycle up to this moment it marks about 1 year and 3 months since I've been having this motorcycle. So if you can see from the back here, the motorcycle is dirty right now. It's not cleaned, and I didn't clean this one purposely so that you can see like what will be the outcome to the engine before doing those stuffs. If you can have a look down here, I mean, you will see there is some oil leakages. There is oil leakages up to down here, which is, this is a clear indicator which shows like how the oil is clear. So today we will see why there is this leakage here, and then you will know, if you see there is oil leakage on this part, why there is this leakage. If you try to look back here, you can see the motorcycle is still dirty. So I considered about doing this review while the motorcycle is dirty, so that you can see all of the faults as possible, as necessary. So coming to the front part of this motorcycle, if you can see, still dirty as well. So that's what is my intention for today's video. To wasting your time, you can just have a look down here what I have today. Down there I have oil. I have oil here. I have oil this one. So if you watch some of my other videos, you will notice that I changed the oil. And this is Axela SE40. This is useful for engine which uses petrol, so it's okay. And on top here, if you can see clearly, I have this rubber. So this rubber ring is especially to be used in these places. So this is what I can share. So this is the place whereby the oil filter goes, and as the time goes on, the size or the dimension of this ring becomes so thin, and as a matter of fact, by the time if you pour a new oil here and use the same ring, you won't see any leakage here. But after riding for some kilometers, about 500 up to 600 kilometers, you will start seeing the leakage here with the same ring used in here. That's simply because the oil viscosity has been narrowed, so there is little chance or the oil is penetrating these areas. So that's the main reason. So if I use this new rubber, you won't see a leakage. But if I use the same ring on this oil filter, you won't see a leakage. But if you drive for a while, you will start seeing the leakage here. So if you didn't see other video which I did a review on how to do a DIY oil change, I think it's okay. You can have this one, though. You can have a look on the other my videos. So first thing you need this oil catcher. So I took this gallon and then I cut this one so that I can access. And it is highly recommended, if you're doing an oil change, make sure you have this one or any other kind of means of oil catching, so that you don't pollute the environment. So I will set this one down here. But also you need other stuffs. You need the oil itself, and for this kind of motorcycle they consume about 1 liter of oil. But remember, the type of oil may vary depending to the environment whereby you are using this motorcycle. But for me, I'm recording this video from Tanzania, which is not too hot but not too cold. So this engine oil is very suitable for my motorcycle. But also you need other stuffs like you need this kind of spanner, which is 80 millimeters. So this 80 millimeters will be used to access the bolts in this place, so that you can replace this oil filter which is inside right here. But also you need 18 millimeters. You need 18 millimeters and 90 millimeters spanner. Personally, here I have this chrome vanadium Paromax. This is 19 millimeters, which is used to access the other big bolt on the other side, whereby the oil strainer is located. But also you need this oil filter. If you saw some of my other videos, I did a review, and honestly speaking, without wasting your time, we can still have a look on these videos for today. So let's get it done. So first of all, I will start unbolting this one so that I can So I will unbolt this one, but I will just loosen them. I won't take them totally, because the large amount of oil is located down here. So I will take out the bolt on the other side. So once it's almost complete for dripping, then I will take out the other side on these areas. So just loosen little by little. After loosening this one, you can take this big spanner and then start hitting here a little bit. So right now I'm opening. So once you make this one open, it means that you allow more pressure to be applied inside to remove the oil. And then let us see to the other side. On the other side here, you will see there is this big bolt. So this bolt is 18 millimeters, and that's where that spanner is going to be used. But before doing this, I had to loosen this one so that it will be easy to be taken out. I will just unbolt them by using my hand. So this is the place whereby most of the oil is situated. And then I will put it closer, the oil catcher. As you can see, the oil is dripping. And then on the top here, you can see I have this little strainer. I will take this one out, so the oil is dripping more. If you can see, the oil is very dirty so far. The oil is very, very dirty. So this is the right time to change it. So I will let it drip for a while. So after letting dripping for a while on the other side, and then you have to take these bolts out. All of them, so that you have that complete drain of the remaining oil on the other side of the motorcycle, which is mostly near to the oil filter. You may experience some resistance because inside of this cover there is a spring. And if it happen you have made like a long journey and it happen you forgot to change the oil filter, once you reach it the nearest place, you have to change this one on time, because otherwise it will damage the motorcycle. So just consider changing it on time so that everything will be in place. So right now I'm going to remove this top cover, and then we can see how dirty the oil filter has become for almost about 1,000 kilometers of use since I did the last change. As you can see, so this is the top cover, and this is the, let me take this out, and this is the ring which I'm going to change today and replace with a new one. Oh, it's not getting out easily. Let me use this one. Okay, so this ring has become thin, so that's why you saw there are some leakage of this ditch oil outside. So far that's how it looks, and this is the used oil, this is the used oil filter, and this spring, this is where it sits. So it sits like this and then it goes inside. So that's how it looks. And then I will have to change with the new one. If you can see here, this is the new oil filter, and this is the old oil filter. I think you can see the how the comparison, how they look. So this one has become so dirty and this one got to be used. So I'm gonna just dump this one in oil, and then for the before replacing this one, I prefer to use this for cleaning, to remove the oil residues. As you can see, it's getting out very nice. This takes away all of the oil residues and it cleans them. After that, you have to clean this as well. As you can see, all these residues are getting out very nice and easy. If you don't have this kind of cleaning material, you can use even the normal petrol or gasoline. It will just clean nice and easy. And you may take your brother's toothbrush and then use to clean it like this. And then you clean it again. There it goes, nice and clean. As you can see, so clean, like that. After making sure it is clean, you take this oil filter, this oil filter, and then this side goes this way. You insert it here, and if you can see there is this little marker, it's better this marker it align with this top here, so that you know it's already in place. And then you take the new rubber ring, you insert it on top of here. It looks a little bit bigger, but I think it will fit because just like that. And then you can take some amount of oil like this one, then apply on top of here so that there is good lubrication. And then you replace back. Remember, we have this top marker here. This marker here, it has to align here. So that's how it goes. So after sometimes this is the strainer. This is the oil strainer which is inserted down here. And if it happen you want to replace this one was too dirty, so I had to clean a little bit. As you can see, there are some clear holes, though the color is changed from the original, but still works perfect. If you find inserting this one is a little bit difficult, you can just lower your lever or this brake lever up or down depending on how you prefer to insert. But for me, I prefer to insert from below, so this is how I insert. And if you find difficulties on inserting like this one from below, you just lift a little bit, take out the oil strainer, and then insert it from this side like this. Once you have just assured it is clicked from the inside, and then you take this top cover here. But if you find it still dirty a little bit like this, you see there are some oils, you can just take your gasoline and then clean a little bit so that it's nice and easy. As you can see, now it's a little bit clean compared to before. So all of these trademarks, there are no scents or any dates which will prevent you from getting inside easily. So just clean it again and make sure it's nice and clean. And then it's simply like that. You have to insert slowly. I know there are some of the guys who have those kind of advanced tools, like a cordless tools which will help them. You can use this one, but for me, this spanner will work perfect. So once you make sure that this one is well tight, so if you make sure this one is well tight, and then you can, yeah, I think now it's ready. So we will come to the other side, and then we can start pouring the oil. So just take your oil. So for this kind of can, I had to make a little hole on top of here. If you can see clearly, I made a hole here, and this is what I'm going to use to pour. So I made this hole on top here, if you can see. If we have a funnel, you can use this one, but for me, I think I will aim clearly. Just take away your cake starter and then start pouring. It may take some time, but just have to be patient to make sure all the oil is well dripped. And okay, I think now it's done. So you just take your this little top cover here, and then you insert here for covering the top part of the engine. And then you can just take your oil cleaner to remove all those oil stains. I think it's empty. Oh yes, there is still some more. So by cleaning this one, it helps the dust not to stick here. So that's why I'm cleaning by using this VVO 4D, which is anti-rust or oil remover. The oil which I took out from the engine, and this is how dirty it is. You can see, so dirty. You can see viscosity is gone. So if you keep using this kind of motorcycle, this kind of oil in your motorcycle, this is what is going to happen. Because the oil is thinner, it will start penetrating to the walls of the cylinder, and hence there will be oil going to the combustion chamber. Once oil starts going to the combustion chamber, you will see the motorcycle is giving out smokes. So once you see your motorcycle is giving out smokes, you have to know that there is oily passage which is going to the combustion chamber, and that is going to affect the fuel consumption on your motorcycle or on your vehicle. Right now, if you can see, here is not so much clean, but I can show you some of the drips of the clean oil which is dripping so soon. So that's the clean oil which I just replaced to the motorcycle. So this clean oil viscosity is still too thick, so it's ideal for the lubrication of the parts in the engine, in the gearbox as well. But this kind of this kind of oil is not ideal to use. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. And please consider to subscribe on my YouTube channel so that I won't miss other videos. After changing in the oil filter and the oil is oil in your motorcycle, in case you want to go somewhere, you just don't have to start your motorcycle and start the journey. No, there are some procedure. It is highly advised that you have to restart your motorcycle and then let it idle for about 20 up to 30 seconds, so that the oil which was underneath, it goes to the upper parts, and then it is good for lubrication. So as a normal principle, I will restart my motorcycle and then I will let it idle for some seconds. As you can see, I have the keys here. My motorcycle was in number 1, so I will put it in neutral, and I have a starter here. If you can hear clearly, you will see there is a change of how the engine is rolling. Now the engine is off. So this is what happened. If the oil was totally complete, was totally drained from the gearbox, so the electronics of the engine, they assume as if there is a fault. So there is some changes. So if that happens, you don't have to worry. That's not a big deal. You have to restart again your motorcycle up to the point where you are sure that it is at least kept idling for almost 30 seconds. So I will do it again, and then I will see how it goes. guys, so up to that point, as you can see now, the motorcycle is idling very normal. You can see that's the normal silence of the motorcycle. So the oil is gone up to the other parts of the engine for proper lubrication. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.